Samsung is rumored to completely revamp the Galaxy S26 series with new models, but a fresh leak has twisted everything we thought we knew about this upcoming Galaxy flagship. The rumors and CAD renders that surfaced earlier painted a clear picture, but now that picture seems to be changing fast. Ever since Samsung discontinued the beloved Note series, the company has stuck to a three-model strategy for its S series lineup: the standard version, the Plus, and the Ultra. Each phone caters to a different kind of user, each with its own personality and purpose. For years, this three-device tradition has shaped the Galaxy lineup, but now it seems Samsung is preparing for a shakeup. Back in 2025, Samsung tried something bold with the Galaxy S25 Edge, a slim, stylish smartphone designed to simplify the lineup while still delivering high-end specs. It was even rumored that this new Edge model would replace the Plus variant in the upcoming Galaxy S26 series. And for a while, that made perfect sense. The internet buzzed with excitement when CAD renders of the Galaxy S26 Edge leaked, hinting that the S26 Plus might actually be gone for good. But then came another twist. Leaks started mentioning a mysterious new device called the Galaxy S26 Pro, a model that could become the new standard in Samsung's flagship family. If true, it would mean the regular Galaxy S26 might be saying goodbye, making room for the first ever Pro version in the S series lineup. That alone was enough to spark curiosity. Samsung introducing a Pro model for the first time ever? That's big. However, the story didn't stop there. Recent reports suggest some serious turmoil inside Samsung's planning team. Two new rumors began circulating. One claiming that the Galaxy S25 Edge has been completely removed from Samsung's launch roadmap, and the other suggesting that the Galaxy S26 Plus project has been revived. The reason behind this sudden shift seems to be the poor sales performance of the S25 Edge. Many saw that coming, but Samsung apparently decided to hit pause and rethink its approach before including an Edge successor in the 2026 lineup. Adding even more fuel to the fire, popular tipster Ice Universe recently shared the leaker posted an image of three screen protectors on X, reportedly for the Galaxy S26, Galaxy S26 Plus, and the Galaxy S26 Ultra. And trust me, this small visual tells a much bigger story than it seems. At first glance, the S26 and S26 Plus look pretty familiar. The size difference is there, the design language feels consistent, and the corners stay soft and smooth, just like we've come to expect from Samsung's regular S-series phones. But the real surprise is sitting quietly next to them, the Galaxy S26 Ultra. If you look closely, you'll notice something that immediately stands out. The Ultra, which was always known for its sharp, boxy, almost note-like silhouette, is now embracing a whole new personality. The corners are softer, more curved, more welcoming to your hands. It's like Samsung finally decided to give comfort as much attention as design power. And honestly, it feels like a long overdue move. This image alone tells us that Samsung might be done chasing the aggressive, squared-off look that made the Ultra feel more like a tech weapon than a daily companion. Instead, it's leaning into something more balanced, something that feels refined yet approachable. And with Ice Universe backing this up, it's not just a rumor floating around. It's a solid hint that the design evolution we've been waiting for is actually happening. Now, all this ties perfectly with what's been going on behind the scenes. Samsung's Galaxy S26 series is in a bit of a pre-release storm right now. After all that drama surrounding the Galaxy S26 Edge project, the company is reportedly back to the classic three flagship lineup: the regular S26, the Plus, and the Ultra. But here's the twist. The entire launch timeline has shifted. Samsung seems to be scrambling to get the Galaxy S26 Plus ready on time, and leaks are now pointing to a delayed Unpacked event. If the reports are true, the big reveal will happen in San Francisco on February 25th, 2026. That's later than usual for an S-series launch, and it definitely raises some eyebrows. For context, this would be the first time since the Galaxy S10 that Samsung's flagship isn't launching in early February. It's a bold move, and it makes you wonder what's happening internally. Maybe the company is refining something major, or maybe it's just playing catch-up after all those redesign changes. Either way, that extra weight means one thing: the Galaxy S26 lineup has something big cooking. And that brings us back to that single Ice Universe image. Three simple pieces of glass that reveal a story of transition. According to reliable leaker Anthony, the Galaxy S26 series is now officially scheduled for a late February launch. And honestly, that's a big deal. This isn't just a small calendar change. It's the first time since the legendary Galaxy S10 that Samsung's flagship S series is launching after the first half of February. For years, we've been trained to expect these phones in early January, so this shift feels different. It means something bigger is happening behind the scenes. The leaks suggest two major reasons for the delay. First, this isn't just your usual yearly spec bump. And second, there's a massive comeback that's shaking up Samsung's entire production schedule. They're taking extra time because they want to get this one absolutely right. And that alone should make you excited. And speaking of getting it right, let's talk about what could make the Galaxy S26 base model one of the most exciting phones in years. According to @OnLeaks and Android Headline, the configuration here feels less like an upgrade and more like a complete reinvention. The display is said to be a sharp 6.3-inch 1.5K dynamic AMOLED panel, hitting that perfect balance between crisp visuals and battery efficiency. Then comes the camera setup, and this is where it gets wild. The Galaxy S26 is rumored to feature a triple 50-megapixel system, a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 50-megapixel 3x telephoto lens. That means no more weak link in the camera lineup. Every lens is powerful. Every shot has the potential to look professional, and the base model suddenly feels like a pro in disguise. Powering all of this is Samsung's own Exynos 2600 chip, reportedly cooled by a vapor chamber. That detail alone shows how serious Samsung is this time about performance and thermals. They're putting their chip-making pride to the test, and they clearly want to prove that Exynos can stand shoulder to shoulder with the best in the world. Now imagine all that performance packed into a body that's just 6.9 millimeters thin. That's insanely sleek, modern, minimal, and undeniably premium. And under that slim frame, you're still getting a 4,500 milliamp hour battery with 45-watt fast charging, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and storage starting at 256 gigabytes. It's hard to even call this the base model. It's more like Samsung is blurring the lines between tiers. But it doesn't stop there. A new leak also details the full S26 lineup's battery and charging upgrades, and there's good news across the board. The standard Galaxy S26 gets a healthy 300 milliamp hour boost, bringing it up to 4,300 milliamp hour while keeping that 45-watt charging speed. The S26 Pro gets a slight bump to 4,400 milliamp hour, still at 45 watts. And the powerhouse S26 Ultra keeps its 5,000 milliamp hour cell, but finally jumps to 60-watt charging. Yes, the Ultra will finally charge as fast as it performs. So everyone's getting an upgrade. No one's being left behind this time. Is the Galaxy S26 Edge dead? It seems that Samsung might be taking a completely different direction. Instead of continuing with the Edge series, new leaks suggest the company is now focusing on something called the More Slim project, a phone that could redefine how thin a flagship can really be. Recent rumors surrounding the Galaxy S26 lineup have already created a storm of confusion, and this new leak just makes things even more interesting. According to a fresh report going viral on X, the more slim phone could be an entirely new breed of Galaxy device, with major changes across the display, camera, battery, and body. The most eye-catching detail? Samsung is reportedly aiming to make this phone thinner than 5.56 millimeters, even slimmer than the Galaxy S25 Edge, which measured 5.8 millimeters, and just slightly leaner than Apple's iPhone Air at 5.6 millimeters. That's unbelievably sleek. This ultra-thin smartphone might feature a 6.6-inch LTPO OLED display, powered by Samsung's next-gen Exynos 2600 chipset and backed by a 4,300 milliamp-hour battery. Interestingly, the screen size is said to be just a little smaller than the S25 Edge, 0.1 inches less, but that's likely to make room for its insanely slim profile. Despite the reduced thickness, the battery might actually be larger, possibly a 400 milliamp hour boost over its predecessor. That alone sounds like a major engineering win for Samsung. Under the hood, the Exynos 2600 is shaping up to be a big leap forward compared to last year's Exynos 2500, promising smoother performance and better efficiency.